Tirelessly curated and constructed by the Stout Mountain Railway Club, the copious choo-choo tracks running throughout the former gymnasium in the Brookings Harbor Shopping Center are quite a sight to see. I attended the model train show myself and spoke to some of the people who made it happen. Here I speak with Tony Parrish, the man in charge of the Stout Mountain Railway Club.
We started the Stout Mountain Railway back in 2007 as a park improvement project for Stout Park in the city of Brookings. And so we broke ground in 2007 and opened in 2008. We run the trains there several times during the year. It's a G-scale garden, so when we're not running, it looks like a real nice garden, rock garden, when we're not there. And it kind of evolved where we did Christmas one year over here in the shopping center, and then people started bringing us stuff. A lot of HO trains, and so all of a sudden we branched out into HO and N and O and 30 and Z scale. So we have everything represented now, and literally we're the repository of all train stuff. It seems like we have almost too much to display. We have so much stuff.
So you mentioned a garden with model trains. Where can we see that?
That's in Stout Park in the city of Brookings. Right near on your way to the high school there on Oak Street. It's the rocky knoll that's there in the park. We once housed the city's water tower. We rely a lot on our donation jar every year. That we just try to break even, basically.
So you've been doing the Christmas train show since you started in 2007?
We did. Our first one was actually in the garden in 2008, and then we did... I guess we did the library at the same time. We did just a train around the tree. And then we got to the shopping center 2010 and just started building. And we've been here ever since.
And what's your favorite part about the hobby? Is it creating the miniature worlds, or is it just the trains themselves?
It's just a challenge of trying to come up with something new every year. Most of the stuff is stuff that I've seen at train shows. Like the new one is a spiral there. I've seen that at another train show, and thought that's my version of it. Kind of a challenge to build that one this year, so that worked out pretty good.
And what drew you into the hobby?
It was just chance. I mean, I had a train when I was a kid, but it was that park improvement project, and I was on Parks and Rec back then, and just trying to make the park look better, and it seemed to work out. So it just kind of evolved.
And is it a one-man job, or do you have?
Oh no,
helpers?
I have some helpers, and we lose a couple every year, and we gain a couple every year. So I had some help carrying all the lumber and stuff this year, but basically it's just a lot of little parts, like the Azalea Festival, Festival of Lights. That was done by Kimberly Hood. She created that whole thing. It's just beautiful.
So it's really a collaborative effort of a bunch of community members coming together to put this.
Oh, sure. And then, we never know exactly what room we're going to be in until the last minute, so it's hard to, do a lot of planning ahead of time. You just kind of have to hope that it works out. But this used to be the gym, so it has plenty of room in it. We didn't even use the back corner over there.
And what's the difference in the different scales of trains?
Okay.
Because I noticed you said HO scale.
Okay, we've got large scale or garden scale, which is the G. Then you get O, which is like Lionel and American Flyer. But then we have O and 30, which is O gauge, narrow gauge railroads, so they can run on HO tracks. And then you get HO, and then you get N, and then Z. So Z is half of N is half of HO is half of O, and O is half of G. It just graduates up like that.
And in your opinion, what was the funnest or greatest part about setting this all up?
There's no fun part to it. It's just every muscle in my body, my knees, they're all shot. So yeah, it's fun just to, once you get to the deadline, you've made it. That's the fun part, but there's no fun actually building it. But anyway, yeah, it's become a tradition that we do every year now. So I don't know how long it'll keep going. We'll see.
Anything else you'd like to add?
If people want to see more of our stuff, we have a YouTube channel, Stout Mountain Railway on YouTube, and we've got a couple hundred videos of all of our events.
I also got to speak with another member of the Railway Club who moved all the way from Qatar.
Alright, so what got you into the model trains?
I've been wanting a model train set all my life, and now that I'm an adult, I have access to adult money, so I can, like, play with trains whenever I want, you know, because it's barely a big matter of I don't have funds back when I was, like, 8 or something. So, yeah, I was able to come down here and play with trains on the Christmas train layout.
So, this is something you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, I've been wanting to do it since I was a kid, as I said. And I just found out I moved here from overseas, and I just was local, and I'm just happy to come down and hang out.
Where'd you move here from?
I moved here from Doha, Qatar, all the way in the Middle East.
Oh, wow. So how'd you find out about the model train club?
Well, I found out that there was Tony, you probably didn't talk to him, and he did all this every year, so it took me a while to, like, kind of hunt him down, if I could say that. So I find out that he did this every holiday and, like, Christmas, and, like, he was here when I managed to catch him while he was doing it, and now I'm here, and I enjoy it.
So you're one of, like, the main members of the train club? Or
I'm not really officially a part of the train club. I just sort of just, like, show up and play with trains and help, and he doesn't mind.
And what's the funnest part of the hobby to you? Is it the putting the trains on the tracks and watching them go, or is it building the track layouts?
I would say all of the above. It's very fun, and I enjoy it to see all the cool mountains and all the scenery to the trains running around. And yeah, it's very fun.
And do you find the setup of it fun as well?
Yes and no. It can be a pain in the ass sometimes. Probably bleep that if it's going on radio. But other than that, it's, like, rewarding to an extent. It's very... I mean, once you get everything all set up and just run and watch it all go around, that's, like, the reward of all the hard work.
That's essentially what your colleague said. The setup isn't as fun, but once it's set up and you watch it go around,
exactly. That's the fun.
Yeah.
The Stout Mountain Railway Club's Christmas Model Train Show is an annual event, and the location changes every year. For more information, you can contact Tony Parrish at 541-254-4296. You can also view the Model Train Club's YouTube channel, Stout Mountain Railway, at www.youtube.com/@ATKFOH3. For Redwood Voice Community News, I'm Ethan Caudill-DeRego.